All right, we're back. So I mixed up my troops a little bit. Uh, I guess not my troops, my gear. I put my best gear on on John, uh, on Stephen and John. Yeah, okay, on Stephen. And so I want to see if that's going to produce anything good. I can tell you in short fights, still, Gajamada and Gonzo are GOAT. There's no one better on short fights, right? Because when they get that little AOE, they can do it really, really well. Steven and John need those long fights to get that 40% bonus. Let me... it's kind of coming at me. Okay, let me go real quick. God damn that battle report thing. Okay. Right here. 40% more damage with troops less than 50%. Steven and John. Yeah, okay. And so that's what makes that pair really good. And I haven't had a lot of that since I've been out. This is one of the longer fights that we've had. And it's just been short fights. Short fights, that combo sucks. I'm just trying to see if with long fights can John and Steven produce just as good reports as Gajamada and Gonzo. I was really excited in the last video I made. It was about an hour ago or so. Honestly, we haven't had good fights. It's kind of been like I jumped to the top of the map, and by the time I jumped to the top of the map, it went somewhere else, and then I jumped somewhere else, and this is my third jump in the last hour just to find some activity. It seems to like really have slowed down. I'm guessing it's been almost 8 hours, and I'm assuming time zones, people dropped off. They went memes, and so, yeah. Here we are. Give a little bit of a wide berth. Come in and have at it. I will say when you're playing Siege, at least earlier today, man, you have to have your head on a swivel. Because these guys had, the random teleports. So they were fucking everywhere trying to get you, and they got me a couple times, those bastards. But kudos. It's just been interesting. So those two, Gomi and Playboy Savage, are active. Like, they're up. So I don't want to get too committed in there. If we had a lot of troops, I wouldn't mind as far as on our side. But, yeah, everybody's on a front right now. And they're going backwards. So, not too fast. Let's see what it looks like if I do it. I may get... they're moving pretty quick now. All right, jump back to territory just to get that quicker movement. I got a few. I know Choppa's in my kingdom. He is fucking solid. All right, let's get in here now. Let's be fighters. Let's scoot back just a little bit when we're fighters. Huh? Okay. Let's get a read. I do not like this. We're going to get... Yeah, we would have got zeroed. Sad-faced. If you're ever in this situation and you want to go faster, just make sure you go back to your zone. If you hit just a little, go back to territory, right, the little arrow, sometimes you're in a bad spot where it puts you right into the enemy. This is a good spot because there's plenty of people here. and it doesn't always work out the best. And boom. I wish they had a drop feature for Siege where you had 3 and you just push the button and like find the closest, but they don't have that. You have to like. It would be great because sometimes when they're approaching, I want to drop my troops so by the time they get there, I can fight. And often I have to wait until they're in range, then I focus on them, and then my guys drop. Oh, where are you going, little guy? He just felt sad and lonely. Look at that. Give him a little F you as he walks away. See, like this, if that was a return home, that's a horrible return home, right? He's walking right through our territory, and if people were paying attention, they just clean it out. Is someone coming this way? No. Let's get lay of the land. No, let's not go that way. We can hold here. We can bring some people in. Yeah, they're not gonna. Let's go up here. If this is the first video and you didn't see the one I made prior, I would say it matches up pretty good so far. They've took some stuff. We took some stuff. I like the matchups. We've had good fights, and when you have good fights, that just shows you that you have good matchups. I don't trust that little Mickey character. He's been jumping on people left and right. So I'm going to scoot over a little bit more, come over here, help out. Oh, there's Clover. All right, let's head up here. I see Goat. Goat is locked in. We're on a different alliance right now, just for territory purposes for this zone. I'm in the back, same spot I was in. Please tell me that you're still finding a spot. God dang it. I'm not sure what the hell is going on unless it's a lag issue. Where is she going? Margaret's acting like she's trying to fucking fight. Solo. Okay, Margaret, I don't know what is going on, but she's a little retarded right now. So when you're in the back like this, you could very well have people flank you and take you out, so you really have to pay attention. And this damn gold mine is right in the middle of where I want to be. You just got to sit down at some point and get involved. Oh, God, that was probably the worst spots to get involved in. All right. There we go. It's very tempting to go right. And it's like when I go right, the left opens up. When I go left, then the right opens up. Bam. Oh, there we go. Bam. Ah. This is most of the fighting I've been getting since I switched gear around, is just these cheeseburgering stuff. I'm not a fan of it. Just very much like people are not fans of Siege. All right, let's go. Where are you going? There we go. Sometimes at Siege, you define the line. Like you stop people like, oh, okay, let's go fight. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I could very much get wiped right now by when you do that move. Sometimes it works out good, like right now, and then other times it's not so good. If this fight went a little longer, it'd be better. Let's see if we can keep rage. I just think it's funny. People will ask, why do you play range? It's kind of like that right there. Where they're like, where is this coming from? It's just fun. If we push too much further in, it's not going to work well. So I'm going to wait here and kind of see what happens. If more people come, cool, but I'm not going to set up until I know there's reinforcements. I see a couple people coming. All right. And bada boom, bada bing. And oftentimes people will come just because they're Siege. Because they want to kill me. Which is fine. I've mentioned this before, but I wish I could see my circles in this view. You gotta kind of figure it out. All right. That means everybody's gonna bounce right now, so you gotta get going. Because they will not wait for you. And then you're behind like 8 seconds. See, start a little early. You gotta really pay attention, and you can move with the group. If not, if I left behind, I am screwed. Okay, yeah. This could be deadly for us, but that's okay. It was more just to show assistance. Come on, Kai. Come on back. There you go. And then let's get a good fast pace. And I'll pause here. All right, let's post up again, see if we get wiped for it. We got the people on the left here that are gonna maybe come up from behind and get at me, just like this. Yep. Yep, told you. And then usually when that happens, you'll see the guy come out of the city, but you can't run at this point. Like you have to stay because the time delay is you're going to get wiped. But that's fine. If other people want to get away, I do not. That's fine too. Let's see how bad that hurt. Let's see these awesome trades. All right. So even with that, well, now what? How do I have these mixed? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought I saw something different initially. Okay. So just looking at how they performed, they did a little better, and they have my best gear right now. And they did fine, and they did better than them. So I'm almost sure that Margaret and Barbara are like a third set when it comes to this stuff. All right, let's go here. Let's get the heel going. If you missed it, how you do this is somebody was here earlier, and that new ruin in the Crystal Tech, you can summon 2 ruins per day is what I was told. And so, boom. And then so I'm going to heal that up. And let's do that. And then now that I did the heal, I'll go back there and see if we got enough to... let me make sure I did this today. We're almost done. Cool. Try it one more time, see what happens. All right, who am I short on? Okay, I know Margaret's not. I'm more worried about the other one, so let's look at that. Oh, we're just a couple off. Oh, I don't have. So let's speed up. With having these many troops in the beginning, which I am not used to, it's almost like having an extra troop out there. Like an extra march. It's kind of nice. Let's get over here and help. Oh, where's this at? All right. I'll reiterate something I mentioned on the first video with the changes to the attack, right, with the crystal tech. If you want to add more attack, it's kind of pretty simple. The boost, you change your defense of 24 hours at 10% to attack. And actually the attack one is cheaper in the store, so that actually works out pretty good. And then instead of trying to search for like 7 defense, 7 like attack, which is fine, you can go attack and speed, right? Or attack and defense. So like versus just defense or just health. That's the way that you rearrange your stats by picking them to get your attack back. And to be honest, I did pick attack often, but if I had defense or health, sometimes I'd pick that. And what you're doing is just changing the other variables. So, hey, they give us defense and health, so I don't pick defense and health. I pick more attack. And you kind of can get back to where you were before. It's kind of like when you think, if I never thought of it that way until you start playing, right? Like you got to go over in your noodle a little bit on how to do it. But what it does do, it just gives you a little more opportunity to be tankier. And I like it. Let's see if we get some good reports here. Oh no. The other thing too that I noticed happened multiple times is, okay, let's take the gold person, right? Here in hot. All right, Choppa, he's out of my alliance. If someone from anybody from our coalition starts to attack him on accident, the siege towers start to attack him automatically. And it's not that the siege guy did something wrong. It's just that they're programmed to support their brethren, right? And in doing so, it makes siege look like dog shit if someone made that mistake. Because I either do one of two things. I'm very specific on who I target, or I let it go auto if there's too much going on, right? And so, see right now how he's getting targeted? Yeah, and that's not necessarily the siege's fault. If somebody else, because I saw someone else hit a sorry, and it wasn't a siege that did that. And so that happens often. And the siege looks like shit because of it, but it's not actually the siege's fault. You just got to pay attention to your troops. And once I see it going on, I immediately just move my troops, right? Because it stops the attack. And I've done it multiple times where I wasn't even the one doing it, but like you're in a group of siege, it's hard to tell if you're the one doing it, right? But something has to be fixed on that because it makes siege look like dog shit. And yeah, siege auto. Let me get this guy. It's just not a good look. That's all. All right, we're going to assist here. Here we go. It's funny, they tried to target me as if I was going to run away. That's cute. All right, I'm not crazy about this position. But we're going to hold it for a sec. I wish they would come back just a little bit more so I can get a better hit. All right, let me see, what do we got? Time to go. Pew. Perfect. Margaret, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, it's like Margaret's on crack most of the time. Ah! Ah! All right, let's get you into a city and get you the hell out of here. Go. So I don't have to worry about you. When it gets very chaotic like this, sometimes I just drop down to one troop so I can focus. And then once I get a bearing on how quick or fast or slow the ball is going to move, then I'll pop out more. But yeah, no. All right, let's see how this does for a sec. All right, I feel good here. Bring Margaret back. Oh, Jesus. I saw one of the... I just hate when we're fighting and we have the two coalitions together. It's just, there's got to be a way we could be all fucking blue. This is so stupid. So stupid. And I don't know. Maybe the answer is just everybody can be in the coalition from the beginning. Why we want to like slowly step this through each time is ridiculous. How was no one fighting that guy? Here he comes. Didn't make it. Better off just fighting. See the trip. Make sure nobody's going to get him. Yeah, we're safe. Don't want to check messages. You never know. I just do not want to. I mean, the gold is my alliance, and I do not want to attack them. I'm just in a spot where I'm previously, and I don't want to move again. Oh, that's cute. That guy wants to fight me. Does he not know who I am? Come on, Margaret, get the hell back. He just got swamped. Yeah, you might want to rethink that next time. Good decision, bad decision. That's all I'm going to say. And we'll give it a sec. All right. So 1,500,000, like, not doing much out here. Even we're getting whomped, he gets more kill points. How did that one go? I mean, still not bad. I was so low on troops. Oh, I guess I wasn't. Thought I was lower than that. But still solid. All right. I think I'm just gonna switch back my troops. I guess Margaret can stay because she doesn't do anything different. What do we got? Let's get up here, Margaret. Actually, let's get up here too, and then the next time we go down, I'll switch. You tend to give away that you're a siege unit when your name is Dark Siege. We got this guy coming down, Hammerhead. There's a good chance he takes me out. That's okay. There's nothing. I like this, how it shows the tower. There we go. Got some people trying to get up on me. That's fine. Look at that. I got people coming to my aid and my rescue. Gracious. Love that. I don't know if they think siege are weak, but we're not. I mean, you come out with more numbers, it is what it is, but like, I'm okay with that. I mean, we do well so often. Why are we all leaving? Oh, I'm gonna get smacked the shit out of. Not even sure which is mine. Let's go here. Oh, Margaret's dead. Ah! Go, Gajimata, go. I don't know where that full retreat came from. Oh, it's still happening. All right. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about how when we make our builds, we make the build with the expectation that we're never going to get hit. And the reality is, we get the shit kicked out of us quite often. Like, quite often. So, I'm going to rethink my position on the builds. I mean, if you saw there, okay, so I guess here's my thoughts. We get hit a ton, right? More often than not, what I care to admit is we get hit. But when it happens, it's usually pretty quick. So I'm not sure there's an advantage of making a build to be too tanky, right? The only thing we can really tank against is other siege if they're going at us. But that's about it. I don't know. I do think there's great potential for a city garrison. And I was just messing around when we did the Shadow Legion, and man, I did. Who was it? John? Yeah, I did John with Bobber, and it was strong against Shadow Legion. I mean, right? But still, point being. So you see in chat, use 100 days for 30 million KP. What a joke this game is. SHT. Not wrong in the fact that for a war game, you get penalized a ton for battle. You really do. Unless you're well and out, like, it can be very frustrating. Let's get in there. Where are we at so far? I mean, if you look at these numbers, these aren't, when it's chaotic like it is, that's pretty average. Like, I'm not going to lie. And people think it's like, easy button siege. You get nothing but good, trades. That ain't the case. Not sure this is going to do anything. Yeah. Except have someone come after me. Sometimes you just become a target when you go out there and you try to assist. Let's do something. All right, I'm going to send that bad boy back. Okay, so the reality, right? How do I put this? When things are not, when the ball isn't just stuck in the middle and Siege get great trades, this is what it looks like, man. And this is not uncommon. Or, 127, 83%, 129, 115, 163, 184, 111. Right? Don't get me wrong, I had some better ones earlier. But, like, those are just peppered in. Right? In the last couple of hours. And this is what I mean by, like, sometimes Siege is a grind. This is a perfect example of that, where the fighting is on other territory. And so you're at risk all the time. And I mean, you saw me, right? I put myself out there. It's not like I don't, but it's definitely risky as a siege man, and people act like it's not. I mean, I guess I could have stayed back there and not done anything, but you only do that so much. Right, I'm going to sign off on this one, and I'll get back to playing, but we'll see if I record more or not. All right, see you.